for now, we're going to talk about target behaviors. So this is a behavior plan template that I use with my clients. So feel free to jot down what you need on a piece of paper so that you can fill out your template as you go with your behavior and everything else that we will go over as we work through this program. So the first thing that you want to write down is target behavior. And a target behavior is the behavior that we are wanting to change. So I'm going to go through a couple of examples. I encourage you that when you are starting out, I would start with one behavior, two at the very most. It can just feel really overwhelming. And as you're learning, the different strategies you're going to be using and goal setting, I want you to really be able to focus on the success with that behavior that you're wanting to change. I would choose the behavior that's impeding your independence the most, that's frustrating you the most, that is causing the most harm in your life. So yeah, just really take some time and think about that target behavior that you are wanting to change. You can still go through this video, but maybe you pause it, or maybe you listen to the rest of this video and then you take some time and think about it. So the first example is using your phone. I know that all of us need to reduce our phone usage. I feel like as adults, we're often preaching to our children or kids in our lives that they need to be off their phones, but then here we are scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, continuously checking our emails. So I do know that's a big one that a lot of people are trying to reduce. So the target behavior is very specific to what you are wanting to change. So what it looks like to me might be different to you. So here are a couple of examples of what that might look like. So for using the phone, the first example is using my phone from 5 to 9 p.m. And then we're going to define it. And that's what it looks like to you. So this one is anytime I am on my phone for more than 1 minute between the hours of 5 and 9 p.m. This does not include important phone calls or texts. Okay, so they're giving themselves a little leeway within phone calls and texts that they might need to respond to during those hours. The next one is using my phone from 5 to 9 p.m. This is anytime I unlock my phone for use of any kind from the hours of 5 to 9 p.m. So they are not checking their phone. This might be an instance where they're putting their phone in their room from 5 to 9 so they can solely direct their attention to their family, other activities, just not being on their phone. So the first one, it sounds like the person is probably trying to reduce the likelihood of getting on Instagram, checking emails. They're just wanting to be on their phone if they have an important phone call or text. And the second one is no phone at all during those hours. So 4-hour stint without your phone. So yeah, that is the first example. You can see that it's very particular to the person and what they're looking for. So then the next one has to do with yelling. Okay, so in this one, the definition is anytime I yell directly at someone when I am angry or frustrated. Okay, so an example, this can really help, especially if you're working with your family or if you did find an accountability partner that you're wanting to explain to them. Because a lot of the times when we are defining a behavior, it can look different to us than it can to other people. So we want to be very clear about how we're defining our target behavior so the people that are supporting us know what we're working on and what is an example of that and what's not an example of that. So an example for this person is I come home from work and my child is playing video games instead of doing their homework. I yell at him for being irresponsible. Okay, so this person's upset. They're yelling directly at someone when they are angry or frustrated. Okay, a non example of this target behavior is it is time to leave for school, and I yell to everyone, it is time to go because they are in different rooms of the house. So this is not coming out of frustration or anger, it's just pure purpose of people are all scattered around the house and it's time to go. Okay, so your target behavior can be anything. It can be one of these. It can be maybe you want to stop eating unhealthy foods. Maybe you want to cut sugar. So it could be eating sugar as a target behavior. And the definition is anytime I eat something with added sugar. It can be, gosh, what else could it be? It could be throwing things. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like if there's something that you're really needing to work on, then that's personal to you. And you can take time and really define what am I doing that I'm wanting to change. So yeah, really take a look at yourself. This is, a chance to really dive deep. I know it's uncomfortable, but you can take time and really think about areas that you're wanting to change. Again, I already talked about having an accountability partner, but I do think it's something that could be really fun or, a growth experience. We're coming up on the summer months right now. It's June. So, you can have a challenge with your family about something that everyone's wanting to change, or maybe it is phone usage, or maybe it's TV usage, or maybe people aren't cleaning up as they should. It can be anything. So yeah, really take some time and work on that and figure out what you want to target as your target behavior. So, in the next lesson, we will be going over the function of your target behavior. So I really want you to have your target behavior defined and ready before we jump into the function of the behavior, so that you can have an idea of what behavior you're going to be working on. All right, I will see you in the next lesson.